Welcome, podcast listeners. It is episode number 241 of the Red Talk podcast. You are here with your host, Mr. BudgetPedalChap. You're joined also by, oh my gosh, it's Josh.
Hi, Josh.
Hi, Josh. How are you, my friend? How are you?
I'm all right, you?
Indeed.
All right.
Near bad.
All right.
A new challenger enters the arena.
Finish him.
Maybe later if he's lucky.
Maybe let's see.
Oh dear. It's Lee. Yabba dabba doom.
I thought that was going to be a question.
It-
but
it-
Can I
was
just
I
say,
mean, it
when
is.
I actually had to say happy birthday to Lee, I was actually at work and I had to go dabba da doom as I was typing it out.
I mean, yeah, it's problematic. I spell it different every time I type it. But happy birthday, Lee.
Thank
for
you
like-
very much, my friend.
2 days ago, 3 days ago now, is it?
It was yesterday.
21 again?
Mate. It was. Oh yeah, no, it wasn't. It was 2 days ago. Forget my own head.
Well, we're filming this
Indeed.
on a Thursday, so count back how many days. You're not that old.
That's it. What day are we on today? Who am I? And that's the ravages of time taking their toll on Lee.
Yeah, well, it's been a crazy couple of days. In fact, it's been a crazy week.
But that's how it goes.
Yeah, going off the rails. It's been it's been crazy. Tuesday was my birthday, and it was absolutely lovely. Thank you very much for all the lovely birthday wishes from everyone.
Indeed.
What you guys been up to?
Well, I'm going to start this week because I never do that. I'm
No.
interjecting this week. This week, I put together a little video for Pedalboards of Doom. Quite
Did you really?
quite quickly. So it was shot within a short space of time, but the production value is higher than ever.
Michael Bay, eat your heart out.
Indeed, like cinematic pans and all this. All I need to do now is learn how to do lens flares, and then me and Michael Bay will be best buds.
I think that's really easy, actually.
Yeah,
What you need is to learn how to do big explosions for no reason.
I don't think I've quite got the budget for that because I am budget pedal
It's
chap.
a BB gun and a can of Lynx.
That's it. But yeah, so this week I continued on with my Love Letter 2 series. The previous one was my Love Letter to the DS1, which was a video that I thought would never happen. This time around, I've done my Love Letter to the Variax, which I felt like it needed a little bit. It needed someone to stick up for it because there's quite a few people who hate on the Variax.
And then the same day you released yours,
Yeah, there was another chap like 2022 reasons why you should own a Variax. But it goes to show that I am ahead of the curve. I'm exactly on the curve.
or at least you're bending in the same
I
way
must
someone
It
else
admit,
is.
Indeed,
It was
yeah.
a very intriguing video.
Yeah, so I mean, you're pretty new to the whole Variax stuff. You've heard a little bit about it through people like Rabia, but you weren't quite sure of the scope of the Variax tech, were you?
No, I literally just thought, you could automatically just change tuning and change the type of pickups. Didn't realise you could change pots and like angle of pickups, and I was just like mind blown.
Yeah. So I mean, all of that stuff that you mentioned is stuff that is kind of the selling point of the guitar, and it's all stuff that you can do from the guitar itself. So without having to plug it into a computer, you can do all of that. You can change pickup types. You can create custom banks from the guitar itself. So I could like take Les Paul mode switch position 2 and save that onto like the custom banks without having to go onto a computer. And you can do alternative tunings as well from the guitar itself using the virtual capo mode. which I'm still not quite sure how to work. But there's a way of doing it. Like there's a certain button press that you hold in, and then you like play in certain notes, and then it will save that tune. So there's something in there for like all stages of technology, like the people who are viable within those bits of technology. So like there's magnetic pickups for you like straight up boomer. And then you've got like the modeling technology on the knobs. And then you can go even further with like creating your own custom banks and stuff. And then you've got the workbench. And like you'd mentioned there, Josh, you can get super, super geeky with it. You can go even down to like the pot load for the tone and the volume and the capacitor as well that you have in the tone pot. But you can also have it where you save the position of the tone, like how much tone you roll off. When you switch to that pickup, you can have it like saved as a custom one, because some people don't like the bridge pickup of a Strat with the full tone, because they can be quite sharp and quite brash. So there's a lot of people who will like roll the tone of the bridge pickup of the Strat straight like down to about 8, just to take the top off it. And you can have that like set as standard.
Can you switch the different presets on it with your HX Stomp?
Not with the Stomp. With the LT and the full fat Helix, there is a link cable, the VDI link, which you can then change like tunings and presets of the Variax.
More important question: if we're calling that the full fat Helix, can we call the Stomp the semi-skimmed?
The 1%, I think, isn't it? But yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, there was a little bit of a dilemma that I had when I was buying the Stomp, actually, and it was whether I saved a little bit more money and went for the LT, knowing that it would be able to do those things with the Variax. But the form factor of the Stomp is small enough that it sold me.
So did you see the other thing come out of Line 6 this week?
Yes, I did. I mean, there's a few things come out of like Yamaha and Line 6 over the past month, like including the Rev Stars that we still haven't spoken about.
They look great, don't they? I really like Rev Stars, and they look so good. They're almost like what you would draw as a guitar as a kid. They're so right looking.
Yeah, they're like the SG's cooler cousin.
Yeah,
it's
like
just
the SG and the Junior kind of had a baby.
Indeed.
The last lot of them though kind of had that problem where they had that matte finish. So as soon as, like you say, you went to a guitar store and you wanted, seeing the one that you want and had that matte finish, everybody that's played it has got their thumbprints or fingerprints all over it, and then that's it. You're stuck with them for the rest of your life.
Yeah, and
it's one of those things that looks nice in principle.
Yeah, it looks nice for a very short period of time, and then the moment you start scuffing up the finish, and you get like the shiny areas on it, it's lost its appeal, then, hasn't it? But it is what it is. Like they've really simplified the Revstar range, where it's now like a budget range, a middle range, and then like a full range. However, we were talking about Variaxes.
We were.
So yeah, I released a video on it this week. It's kind of a like top 5 reasons to own a Variax, but it basically works like chronologically in whatever, like sequentially, sorry, in terms of like least technology all the way up to like most technology. And there's even a super secret trick if you do own a Variax.
Don't tell them what it is.
I'm not going to.
Make the buggers watch the video.
But it's pretty impressive, isn't it? Having that that ability within the guitar itself.
I was more amazed that you managed to play a certain Zeppelin excerpt without getting it taken down.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, there were quite a few like touch and go moments, and when it was uploading on YouTube, you get like 6 or 7 minutes where it starts uploading, and then it processes it. There's that like squeaky bum time where it's like checking. So I was sitting there with bated breath, going, "Are they gonna copyright us for this? Is it worth it?" But they didn't. They allowed it.
That's crazy.
So I was happy with that. Like, but how can you not have an alternative tuning and not do that?
I mean,
there's only one thing that I know how to play in Dadgad. I'm telling you now.
Monuments to a song in, I think that, but that's very progressive metal. I wouldn't exactly say.
Do
that's
you even know who
Monuments
Monuments are?
I haven't got a clue.
I
won't be able to pick them out in a lineup of one.
Then you're dumb.
Yes, sir, I am. So I did that, and tomorrow on the Budget Pedal Chap YouTube channel will be the third in the series of the Versus, No Talk or Time Versus series, and this week we have got Blues Driver Off. So it's the
that's just your clean tone, isn't it?
Pardon?
Blues Driver Off.
Yeah,
that's just your clean tone. This is the sound of a boss buffer.
This is what it sounds like, completely bypassed. No, so it's the Digitech Bad Monkey versus the what's it called? The Hotone Blues, the Hot One Blues, Hot Tone.
Hotone.
Yeah. The reason why I chose both of those is because I own both of those. No.
I was going to say the Bad
First
Monkey's
and
a tube
foremost.
scraper.
Yeah. No, the reason why I chose both of them is because the Hot One Blues has got the fat switch, which is basically like the Keeley mod, and the Digitech one has got a bass control, which, if you use it correctly, acts like the Keeley mod. So it's kind of like modded Blues Driver tones. And I am not sure which one I prefer. Like, for the last two, I think I've said you can own both of these pedals and they sound different enough for you to be like justified to own it. The Blues Drivers, they sound close enough that you only need to own one. But I'm not sure which one I prefer. I'll be honest. So I need some assistance. Tell me in the comments of that video which one you prefer. Because
I
don't know. Go on, Lee. What are we saying?
No, I just thought it was a nice little way of getting those buggers onto the channel.
I know. I mean, it would be a nice sneaky one if you didn't point it out. Oh well. I tried. So what we've been up to this week, gentlemen? Josh, you've got some exciting news, haven't you?
Yeah, some people might find it exciting. I am now I can say officially the lead guitarist for Paramore GB, Paramore Tribute Band.
Paramore. Of course.
Paramore or less. No.
I'm telling you, like, you can have that name for free. Paramore or less.
I say like maybe should we rename to Parahors, but they weren't quite up for that one.
Not yet. Not just yet.
Had the audition Sunday. They'd given me like a list of 3 songs to like. It's a bit. I want you to do these.
Oh, I'm gonna guess. Go on.
Okay.
So they're all Paramore songs, I assume. It's not like they've not asked you for like AC/DC Back in Black.
No.
Good. Right. So Misery Business has got to be one, surely.
Yeah.
Surely. Decode.
Yeah.
You
go for 3 for free.
Hush.
No,
Hush.
sorry. I did 4. Yeah. Crush.
Crush. That's it. Sorry. I'm tapped out. That's all I know.
That's like, how many did you do? 3?
Yeah.
So I
6 more than I know.
And the other one that I was doing was Careful.
Do I know that one? Is that
it's got some really fiddly guitar bits in it, and at first I was kind of like, when I seen they were looking for people to audition, I was like, do I do it? Do I not? And I was like, you know what, I've got nothing to lose by going for it.
Yeah. It expands your musical horizons as well, doesn't it? Because although
I'm in that age bracket where kind of Paramore were big when well, they still are, but when I was a teenager, that's when they kind of really obviously took off with Riot.
Yeah.
So
I remember that. I remember that album.
I was well into them when back in my teenage years.
More hair, less gut years.
Definitely. And you know what? It actually made me feel kind of like reliving that kind of teenage youth.
Yeah, kind of like sweet nostalgias.
Yeah, definitely. And when I was doing the auditions, I put some you made me think about Line 6 now. I put some quad cortex tones together for it, and it's different using them at home when you got headphones on, or monitors, and then you're putting it through a PA. And I must say, first time taking the quad cortex into a situation like that, and it did not fail to deliver.
Nice.
I ended up using an amp I didn't expect to use.
Okay.
For the clean and the kind of the lead tones.
I'm gonna go Mesa Dual Rec.
Okay, Lee, do you care to weigh in?
Oh, I haven't got a clue, mate. I've never listened to them other than hearing them in the background.
Maybe like an orange rocker.
The lead guitarist uses a Marshall DSL 2000 or JCM 2000, whatever they're called. I can't remember the name.
DSL.
And I'm using the PRS Mark Tremonti.
Okay.
Model.
Okay.
It cuts through beautifully well. And for cleans, I don't know what the model is on. I've got for like clean crunch. It's called the Fender Storm or something like that. It's like a Fender Storm 16. I have no idea what it actually is.
Okay.
But it works really nicely for the crunch, and he got me that crush intro.
Yeah.
Muted arpeggiated section perfectly.
Cool. I mean, Lee's definitely doing something this week, isn't he? He's definitely doing something.
And I am also, I must give a shout out here to Richter Straps, because I was chatting to Lars Richter of Richter Straps, and we was having a chat, and he's been very gracious in sending me some gear to use on stage with them.
Oh, nice.
Lars Richter, thank you very so much for sending out a little package to me. I'm going to enjoy using that.
Who's he, the guitarist from Paramore or something?
No, he makes Richter Straps, handmade in Germany.
Believe it or not, Richter from Richter Straps.
I already owned 3 of his straps, the 2 Richard signature ones, and another one that I've got on a Les Paul, but he's very kindly sending me another one and a wireless transmitter pocket for the back. So
nice.
I shall be gig ready.
I'm gonna have to check out some of these straps because
they're very nice. They cater for all budgets. Very comfortable. Very, very comfortable, I must admit.
Yeah, I mean, of the brand of strap that I use, they were like the home brand of Sound Control when Sound Control was a thing, and you can still get them, and they only sell on eBay. Like they got like an eBay shop. I can't remember what they're called, but they're like a company in Liverpool, and they're just like these cheap generic faux fur straps.
They're probably like off like cam belts on people's cars or something.
So I feel like I probably should have like a proper grown up strap now. At least one.
Yeah. I don't think have I done anything else since then. I don't think I have. It's been a very quiet week in Josh World. I'm more excited about what Lee's got to talk about.
Ooh, tell us more, Lee.
I've been very, very busy. I have this weird foam thing that I've stuck a pencil in. And
It looks like something from Monty Python.
Yeah.
It's not the Messiah, he's a very naughty boy.
It started out sitting on my thumb with some eyes, and I was making the guys giggle with it. And now it's a superhero and it's about to save the planet. Or destroy it.
I mean, like, it's a good job we're not recording a podcast, isn't it? It's a good job.
We do things to put each other off sometimes. And by we, I mean me.
So what you've been busy with this week, Mr. Lee?
I've been quite busy, as have the people over at Boss with some releases, and I've been working on the new RE2, which was announced today. So it's basically like a Tape Echo, Space Echo RE201, but in a compact, and it's not the first compact they've done, is it? Because they did the the RE20?
Yeah, the RE20, which that's apparently, so that was kind of like the Cosm era Boss stuff, and I hear on the grapevine that they had massive tone suck. They were absolutely fantastic sounding, but you could hear the difference when they were plugged into your signal path.
I've played one, but only at a shop, so I didn't really get to A/B it between, and I wasn't familiar with the equipment that the rig I was playing it at. That was down in GAC a couple of years ago. But I've played around with this with the guys at Tonepedia, and it's awesome. It is so, so cool. What this has over the RE20,
RE20, yeah.
It is the fact that it's smaller, so it's in the normal Boss compact size thing. It's and it has a wow and flutter mode, so you can basically age the tape. So you know what I mean by that.
I'm so looking forward to playing through with that feature, because I am going to be pre-ordering one tomorrow, as it's buying, whatever you want to call it, tomorrow, because it's payday. So I'm going to have so much fun with that.
Yes, yeah, man. We've been working our asses off on it for Tonepedia. Like, we've had it ready for a time, actually. But today, obviously, we've been working with the releases and these sort of things.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we did was you've got your normal usage of it. So your normal Tonepedia usage of it. We've done a single knob demo as well, so you can go through and get more control over each of the knobs rather than having limited control over each of the knobs. So rather than having to do lots and lots of tones where you have to like get like multiples of, you just basically every time you choose a different knob, the other ones go back to 12 o'clock or whatever. So that was really cool. But we have also done another demo where we've done it in a band context.
Yes. Yeah,
this was the selling point for me on the Tonepedia, because when I played it through, and you just getting to use it in so many different contexts, and it really shows off how flexible it is and how many tonal variations you can get with it. It's so good.
It's so interesting how like things sound so different in a mix. It really, really does.
Yeah.
It sounds amazing. I love the fact that you can turn the backing music on and off, so you can take the drums and the bass out of it, and you can listen to it. You can dial it in, and you're like, okay, let's hit that back in and hear how that sits in the mix.
Yeah.
And as always, you find that you always want it a little bit more pronounced for the mix.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just don't hear it.
Yeah, because it is an ambient machine, isn't it? It creates space, and if you're keeping that level the same, you get lost in that like tonal spectrum.
Yeah, it's there's another aspect of this pedal that I really like, which is the way it looks.
It's so aesthetically beautiful. It's simple, but it's elegant.
Yeah, it's
really
taking
is.
the aesthetic of the 201, but in compact form, isn't it? It's like very much a nod to that original unit, but without being kind of cheesy.
Yeah, and not taking up half your pedal board as well.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the aesthetic, because it's a bit like those Fender pedals that they did. Like they did the Bassman and the 63 Spring.
The Boss ones.
Yeah.
So really, really cool. So yeah, that's one of the things that I've been working on a shit ton today, and obviously it was my birthday a couple of days ago, so that was nice. And I'm having a birthday party tomorrow. I haven't had a birthday party in ages because like COVID and all that sort of thing, and moving away from people. We moved away before we moved over here, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
Mr. Budget Pedal Chap, was your invite lost in the post? Because I think mine was.
Oh, boys, if I could invite you over and it was easy enough to do it, because I only decided a week ago we're going to do it, I'd 100% I'd have you over.
I think, again, touching on the Space Echo, one of my favourite, like, clean, ambient sort of sections in a Tosca song is used with an original model. And I've always played around with, like, the delay and chorus and reverb, but it still doesn't quite get there as much as this will get there. It's I can't wait. I really can't wait because I love my ambient tones.
Yeah, the RE201 and the 20 and now this RE2 have got a really distinctive tone. They
do, yeah.
No, I posted up about this like way back when the leak came out, like that weird like week where an eBay leak was out, and I got chatting with one of my Instagram followers about it, and he's got I think it was an RE20, and he sent me some clips of him using the RE20, and now listening to this, I can definitely get it. I get why there's such a following behind these, because it doesn't sound like any other delay reverb unit that's out there.
Does it? It sounds like it's got like a metallic edge to it, doesn't it? It's nice. I like it a lot. It's I can't wait to actually get one. If I do get one, I'm not sure if I'm going to get one, but I might. And if I do, I really very much look forward to it.
Indeed.
Yeah, I've actually played the original 201.
Yeah,
and it's amazing. It's really nice to play. My good friend Justin has one, and we were playing with it at his old place, and that was just really, really, really nice. But I think they've done a really good job with this. You've got all the different modes, so all the different combinations of heads. You've got a tone on it. You've got the echo control, the intensity. So they've kept the names of all the controls the same. But obviously they've added the well and the flutter, and that's really, really nice. I think it goes just into too much and just into too little. Well, it goes from nothing, obviously.
Yeah, but
it's always nice to be able to put it just that little bit too much, because some people will want that.
Yeah. For some people, that's the money shot, isn't it?
Yeah, some people want to watch the world burn.
Am I right in saying as well that I think it's the first time I've ever seen a pedal that's got the ability to age the sound on a pedal?
No. Well, that's been on other pedals before.
Strymon Deco and whatnot. They've been doing that for ages, haven't they?
I've never ever played a Strymon, so as well as the Tube Screamer and many other things. No. So
I'm not allowed to even look at them because they're definitely outside of the budget pedal remit.
Well, it's not the only. We normally talk about green overdrives and these sort of things. This week's just been green delays, isn't
it? Funny enough.
Yeah. There was a
segue.
Another,
wait.
Yeah, there's another vintage inspired it's slightly less vintage, entirely slightly less vintage, but there has been another old school delay unit that's been mentioned, and again, it was a leak that I mentioned at the start of the week, I think, because, or it might have been last week actually, that Guitar World magazine had just put a product photo of it in one of their articles.
Yeah, so I contacted a friend over at Line 6, and I was like, oh God, what's going on here? I've just come up onto the Line 6 website just so I can see the pedal, and it's come up with alert fire hazard.
Yeah, so that's been going for ages. That the old wireless units, like certain models of it have got a fire hazard, and they'll recall them. They've put that warning on there for about a year. Every time I go to update the Helix software, I get that.
Right,
you get used to it. You get used to it, Lee.
Yeah, I just wanted to have a look at the picture. Go away. All right, there's an X. Okay. Yeah, so apparently this one's slightly smaller than the old DL4. Although it does look almost as big. This one's a little bit smaller. One of the old problems with the old DL4 was the foot switches were crap. They would break.
Notoriously bad, weren't they?
Yeah, people would do mods on them where the mod was just replace the
foot switches. Yeah.
That said, there are people out there who have been using them for donkey's years.
I think the Edge uses one. I think Matt Bellamy used one, and Hetfield did as well.
You cut out a little bit when the first one you said. Did you say Ed O'Brien?
No, I said the Edge.
Oh, the Edge.
James Hetfield and Matt Bellamy. I think they used.
If there's anything delay, the Edge will have used it, won't
it? Yeah. He actually lives about 10 seconds behind everyone else.
Just the look of disappointment on Josh's face there was just priceless.
So it's got two types of looper built into it, which is quite cool. You've got MIDI built into it. It actually takes an SD card as well, so you can save bits and pieces onto it as well. Probably gives you the same sort of looperability as like the Boss ones, where you can save tones, save songs onto it. And then use them to play back.
So the standard feature is it's something like 240 seconds worth of loop, but then with micro SD you can get hours. You can get hours worth of like recording.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
But what was really important with this is a lot of the Line 6 stuff nowadays is a bit beyond some people. And, you just look at something, they see something with a screen, they think, no, not for me. The DL4, the MD4 and all these were really simple. You just kind of like everything just did what it said it did.
Yeah, you turn a dial and it selects that type of delay, and then you've got like three other controls or something. You've got ones that I think it was like tweak and tweeze that change depending on what delay you're using.
I love the way they spelled tweeze as well. It's TWEE.
Yeah, very of its time. There's 15 different models on the rotary dial that are based on the Helix delay models, but then you've also got the original models as well. There's a button that puts you into legacy mode, and then you've got those original DL4 models.
That was really important for them. That what Line 6 said that they wanted to do with the Mark II was to, if someone wanted a new version of their old pedal that was going to be a little bit more reliable and probably sound a little bit better as well, is they could press this button and it would be exactly the same.
Yeah,
it would be what they're used to.
And some of the things that they've put in the Helix models are really cool. I noticed that they've put the ADT in there, which is the like the doubler. So you essentially get in
Also double track.
yeah. So like the TC Mimic or the Keeley, is it the millisecond or something like that?
Mini Q? No.
But there's a bunch of like
Not mini.
doubling pedals. The one within Helix 3.15 was one of the things that I highlight as like my top 5 choices because it's like a really good sounding doubler. So they've included that, so that's really cool. They've included another couple of the like the most recent update ones in there as well.
Yeah, it looks really cool. You're going to be able to update this as well. So that's nice. Keeps it. It looks sturdy. Some people have said that it looks a bit ugly, but then I've pointed out. Have you seen the original?
Yeah.
They weren't exactly works of art. They looked like they were supposed to be. It looked like they were like fell off a 50s car. But when it comes to effects pedals,
it was an iconic look. But they couldn't run with that for the new one because it's dated. So they've made it a little bit more chunky looking, a little bit more robust, and like modernized it a touch.
Yeah,
but we've still like you can definitely see that is a DL4.
Yeah,
so it's cool. It's cool. It's got so we say it's got 15 modes plus a looper. It's got 6 presets that you can do from the unit itself. But it's also got 122 MIDI presets, which this is a pedal which 122.
That's odd.
This is a pedal that I would fully endorse having MIDI with, because there's so much in there that having like more than 6 presets is it's favourable.
That was the same thing with the SY1, wasn't it? It was people were screaming out for MIDI for that.
Yeah. It does make full sense. So that's all the info I've got on it, apart from the price. So it is £252 on Toman. So 250 quid pretty much. What are we saying? What are we saying there?
I'm gonna say, given how long the original one has lasted people, it's probably the sort of thing that will last people even they'll get their money's worth. I think if it wasn't for that heritage, though, I might be saying it's a little bit much. But then again, it's a lot of pedal.
It is. I mean, I think what it does that other things on the market don't is that it's all on the face of the pedal. Like there's no menus that you have to go through, because otherwise I'd be arguing there's like the Boss DD 200, or I don't know, like even like the HX Effects or the HX Stomp isn't massive amounts different than this in terms of price, but you've got so much more. But you are then menu hopping and you navigating screens, whereas this, it's all on the face of it. So
yeah, it's got a mic XLR in as well, so it's not just limited to guitar either.
Indeed, yeah, I did notice that actually. I was impressed by that. I think that might be like that, and the functionality of the looper might be the saving grace for it.
I'll tell you what the saving grace for it is. The single most important upgrade they made to this pedal was the fact that it takes center negative 9-volt DC in.
I mean, it would be a real slap in the face if they decided to go with that as like a legacy feature of the product. Yeah.
That was my first question to our friends over at Line 6 was, is DC sent a negative on it. And they were like, "Oh yes, yes,
they'd be shooting themselves in the foot otherwise, wouldn't they?" So it's bringing it to the new generation. It's a bit like I know we mentioned Strymon pedals earlier. Strymon pedals are popular because they have got everything on the face of it. There's no menus, so it's kind of aiming towards that market.
It's not true. On the timeline and stuff, there are screens.
But
yeah, they're like very basic LCD screens, so aren't they? They're telling you like divisions of time and whatnot. It's not like you're not having to scroll through X amount of menus and then put signal chains together based on a little LCD screen.
Yeah, it's you can change quite a lot of parameters. I think if it had come out after the DD500, the screens would have been more advanced. And I think if they ever do a Mark II at the timeline and so on and so forth, I think the screens will be more in depth.
So, to quote our friend, Mr. Andrew Bimson.
Oh yes. Are you gonna lukewarm hot take this mofo?
Sort of, but even though I had my own lukewarm hot take, but yes, would you get this or would you just get the HX Stomp, which you can probably do?
Right, so I'll quote him word for word because I've actually got this written down as a follow-on from this bit of news. So we are going to lukewarm hot take this one, and one of us is going to fight the corner of Bimson here. Maybe more than one of us. So the DL4 Mark II doesn't do anything that an HX Stomp and a 4-button MIDI controller can't do, and you only need the MIDI controller for the looper. Otherwise, you could get away with just an HX Stomp.
He's not wrong.
But that's the selling point of it, isn't it?
Yeah. I think we've touched on it a little bit with going through the news with it. It's the simplicity is one thing. The fact that it's all on a on a dial that's directly in front of you rather than having to navigate those screens. The fact it's got tweak and tweeze. Just quality, but it's appealing to those people who may be scared by the HX Stomp.
And do you know what else? You can start your delay journey with this very easily, but it will grow with you.
Yeah. There's more in there than you realise.
It's a 4-button looper as well.
Yeah. The 4-button looper with like the start and stop and like the overdubs and whatnot that's a fully featured looper, and
it's got the different color lights on the switches as well, which is real nice. Nice point, because when you're playing live, you just got a glance and you know where you're at.
Yeah. And the expandable memory through micro SD as well is a really cool feature, because micro SD cards of like good enough quality that you'll be able to run audio on it. Probably cost about £12 these days.
Yeah.
So
it should come with one, really, shouldn't it?
I mean, for the sake of like £12, I don't think there's it's not a breaking point, is it?
No,
it's not gonna. You're not gonna like flip over tables and say, "Well, I'm not buying this shit now."
All right then, Josh. Since BudgetPedalChap and I seem to be singing off the same hymn sheet, you've got to argue against us. Why would you not just get an M5 with the legacy pedals in?
I mean, you could get an M5. The lukewarm hot take is about the HX Stomp.
It's the same principle applies, because you could get an M5 for cheaper than you would get this.
I mean, you could get maybe the M9, and then you've got all of the functionality, like the foot switch ability,
and more.
Indeed, yeah.
See, I didn't even have to argue that point. Like, it's done for me. And to be honest, I've never ever looked at the Line 6 M5, M9.
Oh, they are
stuff.
so good. They are
BMW ones are better though.
They're what? Sorry.
Yeah.
BMW M5 and M6.
I've never got
So,
a good
to be
face tone
honest,
out of that.
I am the last person to ask to argue that point because I wouldn't even know what to argue with those.
I don't think we're going to get very far with this lukewarm hot take because I don't think it stands up. I think this does what it needs to do. And do you know what? When I first saw it, I did think the same as Bimson. I thought, who's going to buy this when they can go and get that? And then I was like, hang on a minute. No, there is a market for this.
I mean,
so much love for it.
The thing is, there's like fully compelling arguments on both sides. You could argue the point that the HX Stomp does everything and more, and you're not wrong. But then you could also argue that this does enough in a way that's easy to access to those people who are technophobic. And it's a decent price point, like for what you're getting.
If this was we're dealing with as well, this is Yamaha, right? Yamaha, as in like the R1 motorbikes and these sort of things. They're a massive company. They're not going to do something like something just off the cuff. You think, oh, this might sell. That there's a lot of research gone into this to make sure that the work they put into this is going to pay off.
Yeah, they've thought about this. They've definitely thought about this. I'm cool with that. So this will be the hot take. It will be in the Fret Talk podcast group. So you need to be in that group to put your hot take down for that. Your vote. I'm just going to check what the results of last week's one were.
You know we needed for this, don't you? We needed Matt. I reckon Matt would have argued the point quite well.
Yeah, like Matt would have argued it to a fault.
I'll save my hot take for next week then.
Yeah, like we're not gonna burn through them at an exponential pace, and I think having one a week is good because it really focuses that those polls. I've just seen the picture of Josh in our group as well. Oh shit! You're gonna make me drum. Oh, that's what mates. So good. So last week's lukewarm hot take, the results are in, and who would have thought it?
Remind us.
So tube amps are becoming obsolete. Matt was arguing the point that actually modelling amps are good enough that tube amps are going to be obsolete, and it was close, but we've got tube amps will never die wins. So all hail the tube amp.
I think what was the other option?
There was two options. There was tube amps are never going to die, and then all welcome our modelling amp overlords, I think, or something like that.
I mean, the question was skewed by the way it was asked.
Hey,
dear.
them's the breaks. So
well, I've got a little bit of more of what I've been up to.
Oh, carry on then.
More delay news and a little bit more.
I mean, it's very fitting considering we've already wedged a new segment and a hot take in the middle of it. It is literally delayed.
So we have received a couple of toys from TC Electronics.
We have
indeed.
My gosh!
Now the first one. Let's talk about the IR loader, the Impulse Response IR loader from TC, which is their new one, which has a screen on it.
The Impulse, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's right in front of me. It's a bit dark in this room, though. Let me pick it up so I can look at it. It's actually really nice. It's it's a TC pedal, and they in a mini, enclosure, as you would expect, but it's actually really nice with a nice screen on it. The screen, when you first plug it in, it comes up with like some really cool graphics and stuff. It's like more than what you would expect.
Yeah, it's quite a big screen considering it's a mini pedal as well, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's so simple. You've got left and right, and then the middle knob just is the volume.
Yeah.
I've used a lot of IR
You can't
loaders.
mess that up, can you? But then again, like IR loaders, it's a case of you're loading your IR and that's it, really, isn't it? There's no tweaking you can do with it.
Yeah, well, usually you can. Usually you can like choose like a little bit of resonance and these sort of things. You can change them around a little bit.
Yeah, like a cut.
Yeah, you can generally tweak them a bit, but maybe that's possible on here. I've only played with it for about an hour today, but I really liked it. I can't wait to see what your thoughts are on it, and we'll be bringing you a video on that. Really nice soft switch button. But the biggest surprise to me was the other pedal that they sent over, which was the
smallest surprise, shall we say?
Yeah. So the Bucket Brigade analog delay from TC looks like, when you look at the pictures of it, it looks like an MXR size pedal. It is not. It is almost exactly the same height. I've got them standing next to each other here, and the Bucket Brigade is just a tiny, like a few mil taller than the Impulse. And this is a mini pedal. Remember the Impulse. It's the same depth.
Like the standard mini pedal format.
Yeah, same height, same depth, but the width is probably about another centimetre. And I couldn't believe it when I pulled it out of the box. I was just like, where's the rest of it?
Yeah, I thought the box was really thin. I thought it was like the packed this thing within like a really like a one cardboard walled box.
Yeah,
but
I've
it's
had
not
that before as well.
Oh, yep. I've had a few eBay things like that where it's come through essentially in a plastic bag.
Yeah. But then, I plugged it in, and the controls on it are delay, feedback, and volume. The volume is actually a mix, so it's not a volume at all. It's that should have been called mix, because when you have it all the way down, there is still signal coming through. Yeah. And then you mix in your delay signal, and then you've got a switch that you can
soft
hear there.
Switch again.
No, switch.
Oh, okay, yeah, the mod switch.
Yeah, for the mod, it is soft foot switch. Yeah, you're right there. But you've got the mod switch there, which is a nice little toggle, and that switches on the mod, and then you've got another knob that controls the depth for that modulation.
Yeah,
very simple. I played with it for ages. It sounds wicked.
Yeah, I think
really
we spoke about this one when they'd announced it, and me and Matt were almost foaming at the mouth, considering it's essentially a carbon copy, but half the price.
Yeah. I haven't A/B'd it with my carbon copy. I will. But I really enjoyed this. Really, really enjoyed it. I was doing like the trick that I like to do, where you kind of like use it a bit like a pad. Just having it on the, like, just so it's just oscillating, self-oscillating. But then I managed to get it so there was also an obvious repeat on there as well.
Nice.
By like just balancing the delay and the feedback. Because if you have either one too high or too low, if you have the delay too low or the feedback too high, you'll get oscillation. It's really hard to balance them. In fact, it did oscillate, go into self-oscillation super easy. That was my only real criticism of it, though, but I liked that. So it's not really a criticism, because I like to use that, but it meant that I could have lots of different flavors of pads. It was it's awesome, actually. Really, really great.
Can't wait to try that one.
Yeah, it sounded really good with the I had my Sonic Cake Rude Mouse running into
Josh
it.
just sitting here like
it's nice. I don't think it's given it's a bucket brigade delay,
Yeah.
What we've spoken about today are 3 very different delays. One is based on a very unique tape delay, which doesn't sound like any other sort of delay, like tape delay. Another is the Line 60L4 Mark II, which kind of is a jack of all trades, but a simpler version of. And then this is basically an analog delay. It's supposed to sound like tape delay, but not like the Space Echo, you know? So very, very different flavors of delay. And delay is probably my favorite effect. I wouldn't ever want to board without delay on it.
I think I like overdrive. I'll be honest. No, I'm a delay fan as well. I do like delay. I tend to use it over reverb because you can get delay to get out of the way easier.
Yeah, you really can. You can use delays like this like a reverb as well.
Yeah, that's what I tend to do. I tend to I have it kind of low mix, very few repeats, and a kind of medium short delay time, so that it's not slap back, but you just get that kind of almost like a very slight cave kind of reverb.
Yeah, it was really easy to get that sort of doubling effect on this as well. It was super easy to dial in. One of the things I'd say is the knobs on it. They're almost stiff to turn. Not quite.
They've got resistance to them, don't they? Which is good.
It is very good because it's more accurate for dialing it in.
Yeah,
much more accurate. Yeah,
but we've got to get some sound samples of these up because I'm excited.
Yeah, we'll get some. We should do a demo of each, maybe some more demos of them combined or something.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah! Yeah, I would highly recommend that bucket brigade, and you could fit quite a lot of these in a bucket as well.
Yeah, I mean the fact that I thought they were going to be the same size as the like reworked Behringer ones because they're quite chunky pedals, and it is a top mounted as well. So I thought it looked very similar to those, but no, it's about half the size of one of those.
Yeah, I think they've done a very good job in getting that top mounted, where you've got like 4 knobs and a switch, and like 2 top mounted jacks, and the power on the top as well. Nothing on the sides, so you can get that in flush. So not only is it small, it will go in flush against other pedals.
That's got to work in its favour as well, because it will just fit in those like little tight gaps that you might have on your pedal board, and you go, okay, I could fit maybe one pedal on. One more pedal, bam, goes right in there.
Do you know what? I don't really like mini pedals all that much because of the way they move left and right. Because they're normally, no, I say normally, when you look at where the foot switch ends, they're normally taller than they are wide.
They're usually about a 3-to-1 ratio in terms of like width to length.
Yeah, I think they're normally about 4 centimeters high, whereas they're about 3.2 wide. Going into my knowing all the sizes.
Go on, how much do they weigh, Lee? Go on.
The mini pedals are usually around 250 grams.
That's it. Get your scales out now, see if he's right.
The new bucket brigade, I'm just holding it in my hands compared to I think just not my mic, sorry. The new bucket
I know it was
brigade,
wobbling about that.
I think that's probably around between 250 and 300.
Okay. Quite light then.
Yeah.
They, of course, do not take batteries, I'd assume.
It's not much bigger than a battery. I doubt it.
Yeah, if there's any space in there at all, there won't be enough for a battery.
I mean, look. Battery.
This one is small. This one is far away.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Classic Father Ted sketch. Oh dear. So we have got one final bit of news, but I'm reluctant to do it because every other piece of news that we've talked about today has been a delay. And this last bit is not about a delay. So I don't think I'm gonna. I just don't think I'm gonna.
I want to know what it is.
I'll tell you after the cast. Tell you after the cast. So that will be our podcast for this week. We are pretty much at an hour bang on.
Ooh.
And I think we started the podcast really early on in the recording, so I reckon we'll get the full hour. The last couple of podcasts have been quite hefty, boys. So this one's going to be a nice little light one for this week. For 241. So thank you for being listeners. You've done a fantastic job. Well done. The Patreon backers have just done a little bit better though. And for $2 a month, you can be one of those people. They are as follows.
What?
They are as follows.
Okay, is that what you said?
Mr. Andrew Bimpson, Mr. Adam Yeomans, Mr. Doug Christ of 37 Effects, of Masters of the Cinematic Universe podcast, and of the Just Surprise Me podcast. We have got Mr. Hugh G. Rection of My Pants fame. We have got Mr. Ben Fletcher of Fletcher Pickups, and Mr. Brian Gower of the Tone Jerks podcast, and the Second Button podcast. The Seinfeld watch-along, not really watch-along, but kind of watch-along podcast.
So I started watching that.
What do you think?
I think that I couldn't get any more streams, so I enjoyed the ones that I watched.
It's on Netflix. It's literally on Netflix.
I don't watch Netflix.
Okay. I'll hook you up.
It's all right. I don't need it. But yeah, I enjoyed I only watched like the first one or two of the first season, but
they get better. Like I found the maybe first half of the first season a little bit tough, and then it got better.
I see what you mean. It's definitely of its time.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Much.
But there's some things that are quite timeless in it as well. Like there's a lot of times where they don't mention how much things cost, because that's an instant date on your sitcom.
Yes.
And so yeah, there's a few good episodes that I've caught up on that, and I'm now in about season 4, thanks to Brian Gower and the Second Button podcast.
I definitely would have continued watching if I could have.
That's it. If you could illegally stream the rest.
Well, I wanted to make sure it was good first, you know.
Yeah, it's old enough. It's like ain't no one getting like kickbacks from that anymore. So if you want to catch me online, I am BudgetPedalChap. You can find me sometimes on Pedalboards of Doom. Most of the time, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at BudgetPedalChap. BudgetPedalChap YouTube channel is the home to the No Talk or Tone series and the No Talk or Tone Versus series as well. And where this week we blues drive off. Just switch them off. Lee, where can we find you?
You can find me watching telly. No, you can find me on Pedalboards of Doom, on Instagram, which isn't actually me. It will be our Josh, won't it, Josh?
It will be.
And you can find me on Facebook, which is where I usually hanging out because I guess I'm probably a boomer or something.
Well, we've got an absolutely massive Facebook group to just bask in.
That's it. That's where we run the largest, most active forum dedicated to pedals in the effing world. That's right.
Indeed.
God damn it. We also sister company to Tonepedia, who are a German-based company who do real recordings of all pedals and guitars and amps and these sort of things. And we had a lovely message from our previously mentioned Andrew Bimpson this week, who I was talking to about Tonepedia, and he said, "Oh yeah, but I don't know if it really sounds real." And he actually won a pedal. This is how I became friends with Andy, was because he won a pedal from Tonepedia, and we started talking afterwards. Yeah, he actually listened to it, played it, listened to it on Tonepedia, and he was like, "Oh." Oh, it does actually sound the same. So yeah, lovely message from Andy. I was really happy with that. It was lovely. So yeah, that's what I do. I help run that, and yeah, go check it out.
Yeah. Check out the RE2 player. I think by this point you'll have posted that in the Fret Talk group, and Pedalboards do as well. So you've probably seen it by now. But if you haven't, make sure you're checking that out, because honestly, it's really good.
It is.
It's so good.
Yeah, and check out the band, the band part of it as well, like so you can hear it in the mix. Because I'd love to hear people's feedback on that, because people are really liking that. It might be something we do more of.
Yeah, I would very much encourage people to leave some good feedback on that, because I'd like to hear more of that. I was very impressed by that. Josh, where can we find you? What are we saying?
At 742 Evergreen Terrace.
Nice.
You can find me at the Corona Mortis on Instagram, the Guitar Geeks Podcast, and on YouTube at Joshy ZK. And go and follow Paramore GB, my new band.
Whoop.
Well,
yeah,
not my band, but you know what I mean.
That's it. As much your band as anyone's now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool. And that'll be us for this week. So from myself, Mr. Budget Pedal Chap, from the weird thing that Lee has drawn on a piece of polystyrene, from Lee, padabadababadababadadoo, yabadabadoom, from Mr. Oh my gosh, it's Josh.
Hi, Josh.
Hi, Josh. It will be a tatty bye. And good night for this week. Goodbye. Bye.
Snacked.
How does the Pope shop online?
I don't know.
Through PayPal.
Oh dear.